Sitting towards the front of the chair, the sitting bones relaxing into the seat, but your spine rising bright towards the sky. Take a moment to connect with yourself, your breath, the earth beneath your feet, the sky above. Begin this practice with self-massage, taking the palms of your hands and placing them on your kidneys, either side of the spine, just below the rib cage. Noticing the touch of your hands. Maybe sensing the breath through the palms. From here, we'll tap down the backs and sides of the legs as far as is available to you. Maybe all the way down to the feet, maybe not. And tapping up the insides of the legs, up the center of the body, down one inner arm, up the outer arm, across the collarbone to the other arm. From the center of the collarbones over the face, over the top of the head, back of the head, along each side of the spine back to the kidneys. Like this, continue with the same circuit using tapping or patting movements, noticing how the touch is being received by your body. And inviting your touch to be nourishing and nurturing. Like a mother might offer touch to her precious child. The archetype of the earth season or the earth phase in Chinese 5 elements is the mother. So as you move through this practice, my invitation to you is to explore how you can adjust the practice in a way that is most comforting, most nourishing, most nurturing for yourself. That might mean, in this self-massage, a gentler or a firmer touch. It might mean moving slower or faster. It might mean only tapping down to the knees and imagining the rest. Caring for your body with every movement, with every breath throughout this practice. Next time you arrive at the kidneys, we're going to place the hands on the kidneys again. And this time, continuing the same circuit, we're going to use long stroking movements. So instead of tapping, we are gently stroking the body, smoothing the energy. The tapping awakened our energy all throughout the body. And now we are smoothing that energy flow. I'm tuning into how this touch feels different than the tapping. Remembering to adjust the practice to suit you. What is most nurturing for you right now? Maybe your body is asking for more tapping. You have my full permission to offer your body whatever it needs right now. Adjusting the practice to your needs. Also becoming sensitive to some parts of the body that might be asking for a different kind of touch than others. Maybe some parts want a firmer touch, some parts want a gentler touch. Listening to the body's messages. And letting the breath be relaxed. And then arriving at the kidneys once more, placing the palms of the hands on the kidneys. Listening through the palms of your hands to what may feel different now. Having awakened the energy all throughout the body. Maybe there's a sense of warmth beneath your palms, or you might feel the breath more clearly in your lower back. And we're going to continue with some self-massage here by circling the palms of the hands on the kidneys. If you prefer, you can make soft fists with your hands and circle with soft fists if that feels more comforting and nurturing to you. Remembering to be guided by your comfort, your good sensations. And with this circling, we are awakening the energy more strongly in the center of the body. An area in Qigong we call the dantian. It's your gravitational center, center of your energy as well. And the earth is said to hold the center. In the system of the Chinese 5 elements, the earth plays an important role. And for me, this feels like holding or defining the center of the whole system so that the whole system can rotate around it smoothly. So we're going to work in this practice a lot with our centers. And taking the palms, placing them on the kidneys again, pausing and noticing. A moment of stillness to listen to the body's responses to our touch. And we're going to take the palms and bring them one over the other to the lower belly. I'm going to activate the energy from the front here. So circling the palms over your lower belly, over the navel or just below the navel. The dantian is said to live right there in the center of the lower belly. So we accessed it, activated it through the back, and now we're activating it through the front. Let's switch the direction of our circles. You can play with this as before by going slower or faster, using a gentler or a firmer touch, offering your body what is most nurturing and comforting for it right now. You might not know what that is until you try something. But that is one of the skills we're developing with Qigong, is the ability to listen with more sensitivity to our body. So as we offer something, we hear more clearly whether it is welcome or not. Let's change the direction once more. letting the whole body relax as you make this movement, and change for the last time. And then pausing with the palms just below the navel to once again notice what you feel. What do you feel in your center? You might feel some warmth, some energy swirling, having been activated. You might feel nothing at all. You might feel numbness. There is no right and wrong. And just noticing what is present for you today. And having activated the energy in our center, we will work a little bit with the muscles around the center, balancing them. We'll start very simply. The feet are firmly planted on the earth, about hip width or shoulder width apart. And we're just going to squeeze our glute muscles, our buttocks, and release. So squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Continue like this. And this is going to, over time, build a strong base for the container of the energy in our center. You can continue at a slow pace like this, or if you like, you can speed it up. It is just the glute muscles that are being engaged here. You can go quite faster. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. If that feels good to you. And then releasing, pausing. We're going to repeat this, but we're going to take a little bit of a rest. Particularly if you're new to this exercise, the muscles might fatigue quite easily. And let's go again. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Noticing if there are any differences between the way the left and the right buttock engages here. If you do notice those differences, my suggestion is to slow it down, giving your body a chance to rebalance and equalize the engagement of muscles on the left and the right side of the body. And let's relax. And we're going to have a third round, but give ourselves a little bit of a rest. And once more, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Or going with the slow pace, exploring the sensations. Whatever pace you're choosing, let the breath be relaxed and natural. If the breath begins to strain, slow the practice down. And releasing and noticing how you feel around your center. From here, we'll work with balancing the muscles in the front and the back. So as you inhale, you're going to lean forward, focusing on the lengthening of the muscles in the back. And maintaining our awareness of those back muscles, exhaling, leaning back, focusing on how those muscles are shortening. And going back and forth, inhaling, moving forward, giving yourself plenty of time to feel the lengthening of the muscles in the lower back. Exhaling, moving back, noticing how those muscles shorten. You don't have to go very far. In fact, you could explore just the very beginnings of this movement. Sensing and mapping the muscles of your lower back, lengthening and then engaging. Let's do one more. Inhaling, muscles in the lower back lengthening. Exhaling, muscles in the lower back shortening. And returning to what feels like center to you. We'll bring our awareness next to the belly muscles, the abdominal muscles. So this time we're going to inhale as we move back, focusing on the muscles of the abdomen, the lower abdomen lengthening. And then exhale as we bend a little forward, focusing on the muscles of the lower abdomen shortening. Moving with the pace of your breath. Staying within a comfortable range of movement so the body can relax, offering you more of an opportunity to tune in. So that you can feel more of what is happening with the muscles in your lower belly. Inhaling, lengthening the muscles in the lower abdomen. Exhaling, the muscles in the lower abdomen shorten. Last one. And returning to what feels like center, noticing how you feel in terms of front and back balance around your center. We're going to take a similar exercise to balance the two sides of the body, so the lateral muscles in the belly. So as you inhale, choose a side that you're going to be working with. As you inhale, focus on that side, lengthening as you bend to one side. And as you exhale, focus on the same side, shortening. Inhaling, bending to one side, focusing on the side of the belly where the muscles are lengthening. And exhaling, bending to the other side, focusing on the muscles on the same side, shortening. Continuing, moving side to side. Letting the breath be relaxed, natural. And last one. Muscles on one side of the belly lengthening, muscles on the same side of the belly shortening. Returning to the center, bringing your awareness to the opposite side. As you bend, focusing on this side, lengthening, inhaling, and exhaling, focusing on that same side, shortening. Inhaling, the muscles on the opposite side of the belly lengthen. Exhaling, muscles on that side. Shorten. Moving with the pace of your breath, giving yourself plenty of time to feel all the sensations. Remembering you can explore micro movements here. It's not about how far you lean, it's about staying with the sensations. And returning back to the center, noticing how you feel in terms of balance between left and right sides of the belly and front and back. You might be feeling quite active around the belly now. And from here, we're going to take a movement called constant bear. So from the center, I'm going to rotate to one side. And then we're going to rotate to the other side, allowing the movement to originate in that very active, hopefully, now center. You can place one hand on the belly, one hand on the back to help you bring more awareness to the center. And then only if you wish, you can allow the arms to release and begin to wrap. Being careful if you have a back to the chair behind you, careful of your back arm. Sensing how from the center there is a spiraling up through the upper body in this movement. And maybe you might even feel from the center there's equally a spiraling down through into the sitting bones, maybe even into the legs and feet, like a morning glory vine that spirals up towards the sky, but at the same time, it's at any center point, it also spirals down to the earth, to its root. So again, everything originating in the center, spiraling movement now. And letting this movement find its natural close. Taking a moment to notice how you feel. We can take our feet a little bit wider into seated horse stance. So you might imagine that you are sitting on a horse. The tailbone is released, relaxed and released towards the earth. And as you imagine sitting on the horse, using visualization to imagine that you are sinking down into the warm fur of the animal. So as you breathe in, you might press into your sitting bones just gently as you breathe out, sinking from your center down onto the back of the horse. Breathing in, there's a gentle rise through the spine. Breathing out, sinking through the center, feeling supported on the back of the horse. With the next in-breath, we're going to take the arms overhead. Imagine holding a fishing net in your hands. We're going to cast this fishing net in all directions. Sitting firmly and sinking down from our center onto the horse, letting the tailbone be relaxed and released towards the earth. Particularly noticing the sensations in the lower back as you go backwards on your cast. If there's any pinching or discomfort, making smaller movements. Nurturing and caring for your lower back here in this movement. And letting the cast originate not in your fingers, but in your center in your lower belly. What might that feel like? And let's change the direction. So the center that is sinking down, supported on the horseback, is then originating this cone-shaped movement, the upside-down cone, to achieve casting the fishing net in all directions. Stability in the lower body while the upper body is mobile. And releasing, relaxing, sinking back down, returning to a still place, noticing the effects of this practice. With the next inhale, we're going to take the arms straight ahead. Exhaling, turn the palms up, make soft fists and bring them to the sides of the body. Still maintaining that wide stance, seated horse stance. This is the Zhanzhuang posture for the earth element, building energy of the earth in our body. So tune into your center. Find the center, sink down. Feeling yourself received and supported by the horseback, by the earth below. Make sure the breath is relaxed and easy. And where can you release unnecessary effort here? Maybe something can let go a little bit in the shoulders or the arms, maybe your jaw. How can this posture become more effortless so you can breathe easier? How can it become more comforting and nurturing? You're of course welcome to release the posture from your body anytime if you're experiencing too much discomfort. And then we're all going to release and return back to the center and bringing the feet to hip width, back to hip width. And finding neutral posture, seated Wuji, noticing the effects of the practice. From here, bringing the feet together, if this is comfortable for you, feet together, knees together. This is not comfortable for you, you can keep the feet further apart. And from your center, we're going to send the hips to one side. This is going to be a really small movement. If someone's watching you, they might not be able to tell that you're moving. So exhaling, sending the hips to one side. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling, sending the hips to the other side. Inhaling back to the center. Continue with this exploration. Very, very subtle movement. We're preparing for a swimming dragon practice for the earth element. Next time you're in the center, let's bring the palms so in front of the heart. And this time, as you send your pelvis to one side, the arms will shift the opposite way and the head will look in the same direction as the movement of the pelvis. Inhaling, everything comes back together. Exhaling, pelvis shifts the other way. Palms move the opposite way and the head looks in the direction of the pelvis. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling, pelvis, head to one side. Arms shift to the other side. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling, opposite. Connecting once more with that spiraling energy from your center in both directions. Up towards your crown, but equally down towards the earth, down your legs to the feet. Let's do one more to each side. Remembering to choose the extent of the movement that most comforts and nurtures you. And then releasing the hands, stepping the feet to hip or shoulder width again. And taking a moment to notice what is shifting. How do you feel now? Our next movement will be a series of 3 movements from Long White Cloud Qigong, specifically for the earth element. The first one begins by inhaling the arms to shoulder height, exhaling, letting the arms return back as the energy settles back towards the earth. This is called falling ashes. So as you inhale, allow an expansion from your center. And exhaling, allow the arms to descend down to the earth, to settle like fine ashes falling to the earth. Invitation to work with one inhale as the arms come up and one exhale as the arms descend. Or, if you prefer, you can take several breaths on the descent, really tuning into this energy of settling down to the earth. In the cycle of the 5 phases, fire creates earth. So after the heat and activity and fieriness of the summer comes this gentle pause of late summer. A kind of stillness settles before the activities of the fall, where the energy really starts to gather inwards. Before that begins. And in fact, as I mentioned, Earth holds a very special place in the cycle of the 5 elements or phases. And sometimes it is placed after fire, after summer and before fall, in the season of late summer. But in other drawings, it is placed right in the center, acknowledging this special ability of the earth to really hold the cycle together. And after each season, there is the energy of the earth that comes in and stabilizes all the transitions. So you can use these practices, and this practice in particular, in the late summer season, but also between all the seasons and any time in your life when you are experiencing a lot of change, a lot of transitions, to help you reconnect with the earth, that will help you feel grounded and supported amongst all the change. Help you find that moment of quiet as things are shifting. From here we'll move to the second form. It's called spreading the ash. I'm taking one palm to just below the solar plexus. The other palm is vertical. Inhaling in the center as you exhale, pressing the vertical palm and rotating from your center to the side. Inhaling back, the palms exchange. Exhaling, pressing the palm, rotating from the center. Looking in the direction of the palm. Working with a range of movement that nurtures, nourishes, and comforts you. That can be very small, it can be just the beginning of the movement, it could be a micro movement. Or you can press further if that is feeling nurturing and nourishing for you right now. So once the ash has settled, we are now spreading the ash to make it level. You can think like fertilizing or putting compost, spreading it in your garden, or spreading the ash from the fire, which are rich in, a campfire I mean, which are quite rich in minerals, over your garden as well, to give it some extra nutrients. Creating a level ground. The organs that are associated with earth are the spleen and the stomach. So here in this rotational movement, we are particularly massaging these two organs as well. They sit right here around your waist, and as we rotate, we massage them, allowing them to release any unnecessary spent energies, toxins, anything that they don't need, so they can bring in new, fresh energy, and these organs can function optimally. And returning to the center, we move to the third form. Here, if you wish, you can take the feet wider again into horse stance. And we're going to press the palms down from your center as you exhale. Inhaling back to waist level, turning the palms to face the sky. Exhaling, pressing the palms towards the sky. Inhaling, bringing palms back to the waist, turning the palms over, exhaling, pressing the palms, feeling that sense of sinking. You might even let the back round here a bit. Inhaling, exhaling, pressing palms up. Inhaling. As we exhale, we are packing the earth. And then from packed earth, we are finding stability, feeling supported in rising up to the sky. So packing the earth, packing the ash, and then feeling supported to rise stable, building structures or projects, and standing tall. An option, if you wish to explore, is to press the palms down, leaning forward. And then from there, pressing up. This will create more movement in the lower back in particular. Helping once more to create a strong container in your center. But if this is not feeling nurturing, you can remain more upright as you pack the earth down. And of course, you choose how high the arms rise. Last one. Returning back to neutral posture, stepping the feet hip width, shoulder width, resting arms on your legs, and noticing the effects of the practice. From here, we will move to a practice called the 5 waves. Begins by bringing the arms up as you inhale and letting them descend as you exhale. This is the movement for the earth element. So this will balance all 5 of the phases, putting the earth into the system of the 5 elements. Next time you inhale, the arms rise. They will open to the sides. Exhaling, crossing hands at the wrist, curling in at your heart. Inhaling, letting the heart expand in all directions. Exhaling, gathering inwards, protecting the heart. A movement for the fire element. Finding balance between expanding into the world and gathering nourishment into your own heart. With the next inhale, the arms will rise overhead, palms face forward. I'm going to sway from side to side like a tree moving in gentle breeze. Movement for the wood element. Feeling the movement all through your body, particularly the side body. Next time you come to the center, palms will face the body, exhaling. Palms move down like gentle rain washing down the front of the body. Inhaling back up to the clouds. Exhaling, gentle rain washing down the body. You can wash to all the way to the feet or just to your waist, imagining the rest. Movement for the water element. With the next inhale, arms will come to the sides. Exhaling, palms pressing forward. Inhaling, palms to the sides of the chest. Exhaling, pressing forward. Movement for the metal element, creating healthy boundaries and space around ourselves. Then releasing the arms down, there is a sixth and last movement. Inhaling, expanding from your center. Exhaling, letting the energy return back to the center. Inhaling from your center in your dantian, the energy expands in all directions. Exhaling, energy returns back to the center. So movement's very similar to falling ashes, but the intention is different. And with the difference in the intention, you might sense that the energy itself is different as well. The movement feels different. So instead of a settling down towards the earth on the exhalation, there is a return of energy to the center in your dantian here. This one balances all 5 of the phases, the elements, and bringing in that sense of centeredness, defined and held by the earth. Let's do one more. And coming to stillness in your center for the last time in our practice, to sense and feel. How is your energy? How is your breath? How is your relationship with the earth below and the sky above? The space all around you. How's your relationship with yourself? With the next natural inhale, let's gather peaceful chi, peaceful energy from the environment around us. Beginning with an exhale, allowing peaceful chi to fill the form of our body. You can take as many breaths as you wish on the filling. Really sensing the presence of peaceful energy, peaceful chi in your body. Taking the palms one over the other on your lower belly, connecting with your dantian, with your center. Allowing the energy cultivated in your practice to settle and store here.